Okay, so hello everyone. I wanted to do sort of a more milder kind of Disney look, I guess you could say. I've seen a ton of Disney tutorials, Disney villain tutorials, etc., but it's actually been kind of hard to find one on the Evil Queen. Like, I was like, oh. And a lot of it is kind of costumey, if you will, but I mean, let's be real. Okay, ever since Once Upon a Time came out, Evil Queen is now in glam mode. So, this is a glam version of the Evil Queen. I did keep her brows still heavy and dark. I did do them black. I was like, ooh, I feel kind of cholo right now. But, you know, I think it's tasteful still in its own right. I feel like it's dark and deep in its own way. And I really like the color scheme of the colors that I did. This is kind of reminiscent of a MAC face chart I saw a long time ago. A lot of the colors I use are kind of similar, but a long time ago there was a Venomous Villains collection that came out. I still have a ton of the stuff, so I decided to kind of use some of it and also use some colors that were very similar. I love the Evil Queen. She's one of my favorite characters on Once Upon a Time, and I feel like seeing her in a different light has been kind of awesome. I did wear some really green contacts, if you can tell. You can see them more in the light or probably in pictures, I'm sorry. But my eyes are very green and my lips are very red and my eyes are purple, like my shadow is purple. Hopefully you guys can keep up with the tutorial. It literally goes from like voiceover to me actually talking, and then I actually missed like a huge chunk of it, which is like one of the most important parts. So I'm so sorry for that. I don't know what the hell's been wrong with my camera lately. I tried to film with my DSLR and it keeps stopping recording. I don't know why it keeps doing that. And then this one keeps cutting pieces out. Like, it's not actually recording anything. It's so frustrating. So I'm sorry, filming tutorials and filming anything lately has been a struggle lately. So me trying to get videos up, the struggle is real. There you go. There's better lighting. Sorry, it's been raining all morning, so the lighting is so weird, but this is like the perfect lighting for you to see what it actually really looks like. I like it. So you can even see my eye color is very green, and my lips are like an apple red. I guess you could say like a really deep apple red. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I will talk to you guys in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows with Bobbi Brown's Longwear Gel Liner in black ink. We're going to get real cholo with this, y'all. I'm just using a Sedona Lace synthetic angled eyeliner brush, and I'm just feathering this through. First, I'm just really drawing in a very prominent arch just to make it really high and evil. But the sharper the brows, the better. This is pretty self-explanatory, but in essence, because I'm using a gel liner, I'm basically using a very light hand and just sort of feathering this through and then defining the edges as I go. So my main focus is that I really want the arch to be super prominent and really nice and high. I want it to be very defined and nice and dark and bold. Also go ahead and brush through with a spoolie just to make sure it's nice and blended and there's no hot spots. And then I'm going to take my MAC Select cover up in NW25, I think, and a synthetic concealer brush, or synthetic flat shader brush I should say, from Sedona Lace as well. And I'm just really cutting underneath my brow to highlight and further define it and just really clean it up. So again, the more prominent arch, the better. So I'm kind of really carving it out underneath just to make it look a lot higher, blending it out with my finger, and then just to again kind of go with a more prominent shape, I'm kind of cleaning up the top as well just so that it looks really nice, bold, and clean. Then I'm going to go in with NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk. This is just going to act as a base, so this does not have to be perfect. I'm literally just patting it on, blending it out with my finger, and then you'll see later that I blend it in with a brush. So I don't know what the hell is going on with my camera, but it has been cutting footage all the time lately. I don't know, it just like stops recording. I think it's time for a new camera. Or maybe I should just start filming with my DSLR. In any case, all that you missed, I'm so sorry, was I buffed sketch into my crease. Nothing special, I just used a tapered crease brush just to sort of carve it out a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more bigger, I guess you could say. So I just did that just to kind of open up my eye palette a little bit, and then I blended out the line with Poison Pen, also from MAC, with a sort of 217-like brush from MAC. This one's from Sedona Lace, and I just used that to sort of buff the edges out. And then on my lid, I just lightly patted on Purple Haze. This one is not limited edition, so you can still find this one. This one is Purple Haze, and I just lightly patted it in the middle of my lid just to kind of fill in that space. So, sorry, that hella just got disappeared. I was like, fail. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do the video without a voiceover because this footage thing is driving me crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and take sketch again with a more smaller detailed brush, and I'm gonna kind of smudge this on my lower lash line. She has like a really dark smoky under eye that's very black, so I'm gonna keep it pretty dark. But I'm gonna smudge this first just to kind of give it a purplish effect before I go in with a darker color, because we are gonna line our eyes like cray cray. And then I'm gonna go in with a more pencil style brush, and I'm gonna go in with Shadowy Lady, which is a darker crease color, and I'm gonna smoke the hell out of my lower lash line and just make it a lot darker. We're gonna deepen this when I actually do liner, but for now I just want to kind of lay down the foundation there. Honestly, I used to think doing voiceovers was easier, but now I'm noticing they're kind of harder. But they used to be super easy to just film and kind of just do whatever after that. But lately, it's not working out, y'all. So I'm gonna go in with a thinner crease brush, and I'm gonna go in with Shadowy Lady again. And I'm going to kind of carve out my crease just a little bit further. I was going to do a cut crease, but I didn't want it to be overly dramatic. I still want it to be nice and blended. So I'm just going to kind of carve out and just kind of deepen what I did earlier, which you didn't see. And then again, kind of do the front and just sort of take it up. So I'm kind of following what I did earlier, where like I did a really deep sort of swoop upward. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did like a swoop upward and then down. So kind of changing my my eye shape there. So again, taking it upward and then swooping it down. And just making sure it's blended by using like a lighter brush just to sort of carve it out. And because I kind of swooped it out earlier, I'm sort of bringing it out a little bit further as well. And then for my highlight, I'm going to use Dazzle Light from MAC. And I'm going to pop that underneath my really thick brow bone. Just to make it really, really pop. You can use white, like a frosty white if you want to. It really depends on your skin tone. But I'm going to use Dazzle Light because it's just the right amount of frosty white, but it leans almost a little bit pinkish, so it just really pops against everything. I used to use Dazzle Light as a highlight like all the time. It was like my favorite highlight like ever. And then I got tired of it for some reason. For liner, I'm going to go ahead and take my Inglot AMC liner in 77. It's just black. Whatever black liner you decide to use is totally up to you. I'm going to get real up close and personal in the camera, so I apologize if I disappear for a quick second. Basically, you're going to do a really defined wing. So I'm going to do this side, so I can just sort of show you. And I'm going to go from thin to thick all the way out. So I'm going to do a really defined wing all the way out. And then just sort of, there you go. And her eyes are definitely more hooded, which obviously I don't have. So that's part of the reason I did all the shading, just to kind of, you know, change my eye shape a little bit. gonna tightline and rim my eyes with Black Velvet. Helagon. I use this a lot, obviously. I'm gonna just tightline just so our lash line is really deep and dark. And then I'm gonna do the waterline. And then this is what we're gonna smoke out. So I'm gonna go all the way in. And I'm gonna go in again with Shadowy Lady and just kind of buff it out a little bit further. Oops. There you go. Okay, so here's where we're at so far with the liner and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. I'm gonna use some really thick, luscious lashes. These are from a brand called JCat, whatever. I got this in my Ipsy bag, but I'm gonna use these babies. They're gonna be really thick and lush and crazy. I'm gonna need to trim them because they're hella big. I was like, ooh, them is gonna be like fur on my eyeballs. Okay, so I got my first set of lashes on. You see what a difference it makes? It's insane. But these are like super heavy. They're uber long. These I got in an Ipsy bag, and I think the line is called JCat, I think. JCat Beauty or something like that. But I got them in my Ipsy bag, and I guess the style number is EL05. But these were awesome. Like, I love these. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to use those. Like, I would obviously never use these on a regular basis because they're hella big. But they're super lightweight, which I actually kind of like. Most lashes like this are so heavy, and the band is hella thick. But I'm loving these, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and apply some MAC False Lashes mascara. This is the mascara I use when I just need to blend my lashes together. Or I use my Anastasia clear, oh god, what is it called? I think it's like a waterproof top coat. There you go. Can't even think, y'all. So just adding a little extra just to keep it kind of lifted there, because these kind of fall a little bit downward. But I love them so much that I was like, oh, I can't wait to wear those. I felt like this look was like perfect for it because she has like very lush lashes, I feel like, that nobody looks at, but it just makes them look a little bit more evil, a little bit more sultry. Okay, so now for the lips, I'm going to go ahead and go in with Burgundy Lip Liner from MAC. Fill it in with this lipstick called Just a Bite, which I think is limited edition. I'm sorry, I forget what collection it comes out of, but it leans a little bit more reddish. And this is optional, but I like to do this because I want more of a deeper red. I'm going to go in with NYX's Devil's Food Cake Butter Gloss and just kind of darken this up. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!